Howdy fellas, Frankie Dave back again on YouTube. This day on YouTube, I have update the build report number 2 of Arron Newlands community group build of MatchBox kits. As you can see right here, my Henley Page Heyford, she's pretty much 90% in her entirety, as it has a complete sub-assembly build. This is going to be a pretty easy build, folks. As you can see, it goes together quite nicely. But I got a lot of work to do on it, and so I just learned this is going to be almost a year build. So I got a lot more Matchbox kits I can add on to his group build. So this is my first entry, and I'll hold off until later on in the year. I'll bring out some more Matchbox and join back in again on the build. Okay, back to the Heyford. I learned a lot more about this aircraft, folks, since I built this kit. This kit kind of actually teaches you as you go along if you know nothing about it. And during the inbox review and the induction of the kit entry, I stated that this is one of those aircraft that was made late during the First World War, but was never used in combat. But that shows you how much knowledgeability that I had. I assumed at the time, but make a long story, folks, that's not true. This aircraft didn't come out until the early 1930s, and the Heyford bomber went through a series of modifications. This model here is a prototype. This was made back in 1931, and it was the last of the biplane bombers ever used. Because actually, you look at it, you study the aircraft very carefully, it resembles the old 400 bomber that they had during the First World War, which was an excellent airplane at the time. Excuse me, folks. On this kit goes together quite well. It represents its namesake and also the prototype of the actual aircraft. I'm going to try to make this aircraft look as real as possible. I mixed me some bronze green I want to use on it. I'm not going to put no camo on it. So it's going to be, it's all be bronze green. So to make good bronze green, what you do is use dark green and add a hint of white. And it'll tone down the green a little bit. Okay, folks, so back to the Heyford right here. As you can see, I got pretty much the airplane built in its entirety, and it's about 90% done construction-wise, and I got about another 10% of the finishing, and she's done. There's no bad fit issues at all, guys. As you can see, there's no filler in this kit at all. What I did, I sanded it and filed the parts together after the glue had set by using liquid cement, and went back over liquid cement, and this liquid cement acts as a filling agent and works quite well, so do tell when I apply the primer. On the top of the wing panels right here, these were actually separation lines. The airplane was actually stored in hangars by sub-assembly wise by the wings. They came off, and so for storage, they wouldn't swing back and fold like you do a carrier-based aircraft, but these are more or less disassembled when they were put in the hangar for maintenance. And of course, we all know that the Heyford, you know, who's familiar with the aircraft in general, the bottom wing was deleted and the top wing was kept, and they changed the engine power plant. The engine nacelles were combined to the new modification. The undercarriage was a fixed undercarriage, non-retractable, and they came all the way from the bottom of the nacelles to the ground with the tires. So she went through a series of modifications at the time. So this aircraft actually came out in the 1930s. And by before the Battle of Britain and the Blitz and everything like that, this aircraft was deleted from the Royal Air Force. Okay, so right now, do tell, I don't know how many imperfections will be. There'll probably be none or just a very smattering amount, but the primer finish will relieve that. There'll be rigging to be added on this kit here, and the model gives you the kit gives you options of the squadrons of them, and there's the first option is on the dorsal tab underneath the fuselage where the gunner was at. It could be deleted or it could be lowered. That's the first option. The second option is more or less like the intercoolers on top of your engines, and also your exhaust manifolds too as well. And we'll flip around the back, folks, and we'll get an underside view. As you can tell, this is an awkward looking aircraft for its time, but But the Heyford is a very beautiful looking airplane if you look at the beauty out of it. It's a biplane bomber, and it has its own beauty. And the kit gives you another option too. I forgot to state a while ago. These are bomb bay doors open. On the Heyford bomber, there's the one thing what they incorporated really good with the bomb bays. Bomb bays are optional. They can be either closed off, paired with the wing, or they can be open. So this open position, the bombs will be placed in between there. There's exactly four doors per bay right there. So with the thickness of the plastics, it's pretty much acceptable to the thickness of the bomb bay when they're retracted side by side. I mean extended. And the bogey wing struts they give you right there are not too bad. I think that's probably about the only place where it's going to need filler in this kit. So I'll go ahead. I'm going to apply a coat of filler on there, and we'll take a look, see, find out what it needs, and go from there. So this is the underside. Now I added sprue right there to fill in the wing joints right there, because the wing joints come in, the wing panels come in 4 sections. And we'll turn around this way, and the dorsal side, dorsal turret has been painted to the side there. The seat where the gunner sits at, the dorsal gunner sits at, has been painted, also used a leather color. And you get the 30 caliber machine gun bracket's been installed on there. I installed the tail wheel on here. And also I installed the interplane wing struts supporting the horizontal stabilizer has been installed. The same inside the tires. The tires come in one piece only. And so before you install the tires inside the strut bearings, you got to make sure you sand that seam right there, how it's joined together. So I use this wet and dry sandpaper. I sanded the seams away so the tires will actually be resemble as one tire. As you can see, the bomb bay right here, they're in open position. The external bomb loads will be applied on here as well. And the Heyford is a unusual aircraft for its day, but it did its job. And so right here, folks, this completes update number 2 on this. And so stay tuned. I'll have more updates coming up. So right now I got to finish up my plate. I got to get the Super Cub done today, so I can make a video of it. So that'll be the completion of Arron Newlands' trainer aircraft group build, featuring my third entry. The Revell 1/32 scale PA-18 Super Cub in United States Army markings. So it's about ready to be put together and done. So stay tuned for that video, folks. I'll have that posted this evening. I'd like to thank everybody out there for tuning in. May God bless. Happy modeling. And thank you very much for all your wonderful comments. And you got a lot of good builds going on out there. I can see a lot of people are busy on their builds. And so am I. And keep them videos flowing, folks. We gotta keep them videos going so we can all be entertained. And so this completes my update number 2 build on the Heyford bomber. And we'll catch you on the next video, folks. Next video will show the complete priming ready for the finish. Okay, folks. Thanks, guys. You guys all take care. May God bless. Happy modeling. Thanks for tuning in again. And may God bless. We'll catch you next video. Bye, boys.